telling people in his rallies to knock the crap out of him. He had a history, even when I was working here at CNN, he was telling people how CNN is the enemy of the people. And you know what? A guy named Caesar Sayak sent pipe bombs to this building, or not to the other building that CNN used to be in, and tried to kill people. Donald Trump says things that get people hurt. When he talked about liberating Michigan, what happened? Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan, they tried to kidnap her. There's a plot to try to kidnap her. Every time he says something that's just 5 seconds, inflammatory statements like that, what happened when we have January 6th? It's because Donald Trump opened his big mouth and wouldn't shut up. And I wish at some point, Congressman, you would...
No. We're not going to do that. 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 So, before we get further into this video, I just want to say, if you guys are new here, welcome to the KingReactsYT. This is the best reaction channel on YouTube. And if nobody told you today, I hope you guys are having an awesome, great, and awesome, prosperous day. All that beautiful stuff. I hope you guys are making money legally and drinking your water and taking a walk outside if it's sunny, all that kind of stuff. Or if you like the rain, whatever you like, that kind of great stuff. Okay. As long as you take a walk, get some exercise, all that beautiful stuff. But, yeah, no, this is not financial advice. And shout out to Byron Donalds. That's really what I say. Oh, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share these videos. I really greatly appreciate all your support. But shout out to Byron Donalds. He is not one to be messed with. This is not Byron Donalds. Okay, let me start with that. Okay, shout out to Byron Donalds on the left here. He is not a man to be toyed with. Okay, he's not a man to, play games with. He means business, and he's straightforward. And Byron Donalds is one of those ones, like, with JD Vance. I really didn't know too much about him until I started watching more clips. It's the same story with Byron Donalds, JD Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy. And these guys are very hard-hitting guys, okay? They know their stuff. They're on their A games, and, they're on point. And that's some things I really admire. And so, it makes me think that, after God willing Trump gets in, after Trump is out, we have some very hard hitters on the right that are coming up. So, we have a beautiful future ahead moving forward, as long as we stay the course and keep moving strong. Okay. Now, if Gavin Newsom gets in, that's a different story. That guy's straight up spawn from hell. So there's that. But let's get to the beginning of this video, and we're gonna jump right into it. I will give my comments periodically throughout the video, more so on the back end. Let's go.
Donald Trump taps into American carnage as voting gets underway across the country. And is he getting policy ideas from a B-list Hollywood movie? Well, that's because what he is saying sounds like it was ripped from the pages of The Purge. It's a movie franchise, but here it is.
Business, right? They don't pay rent. The city doesn't have it's a chain of events that's so bad. One rough hour, and I mean real rough, the word will get out and it will end immediately. End immediately.
One day of whatever you want, I guess. It is a literal movie plot, but real life policy?
Well, it's not policy. And this is red meat for the base, because they don't ask questions about, well, how would you do this and how would this work? It's just red meat, and I think it works for the base. But it reminded me of The Purge first, and then it reminded me more of The Hunger Games, where the ruling class puts a bunch of people together every year and says, you guys kill each other, to show control and instill fear in an electorate, in the citizenry, if we're comparing movies. But this is real life. And this is the kind of thing that turns off the people he needs to win. People in swing states who are undecided, who want to hear policy solutions, not stuff like this.
I mean, but in all seriousness, Congressman, is he suggesting that cops can do whatever they want for a day and that will actually solve the problem?
No, he's not. Okay, they just throw things out there. Okay, this is not the case at all. Not the case at all. And if you actually want to take it there, which we know they do, people are already doing what they want. Okay, as far as like the crime rates are insane out here in the country because of these ridiculous policies from the left. All right, and it's not getting better. Okay. Not with Kamala Harris. If she gets in office, it's not going to get any better at all. You see what's going on with this immigrant crisis, and that adds on to the crime rate. Okay, already, it's nuts.
Problem?
No, he's not. And even the clip you just played, what's it? 5 seconds for Donald Trump, an hour speech. I think a lot of times people say, oh, well, he said this. For 5 seconds, yes, he says things that are unscripted. He goes off the cuff. He's not serious. There's no policy behind that. But I think where the American people...
What is going on with this dude's eyes on the right, bro? What was that? I know you did not just do that.
Off the cuff. He's not serious.
Shout out to Byron.
There's no policy behind that. But I think where the American...
What? I tell you. Anyways, let's continue on with the clip.
People truly are is they at least want to hear what somebody is thinking full-throated versus Kamala Harris, who is completely scripted, like badly scripted.
I guess I wonder,
and there's nothing coming out of her.
What is the policy then? If it's not that, then what is actually the solution?
He wants to make sure that police are supported, so they're upholding the law. In every city in our country, I was in Duane Reade last night here in New York, just trying to get razor blades so I can get a fresh shave for today. I had to press the button for the attendant to come to open up the case just so I can get a pack of razor blades. That's what's going on in every major city of America. Americans are fed up with that kind of stuff. It happens because you do have a dereliction of support for law enforcement in too many cities in America. And so there's a major angst going on amongst the American people. Donald Trump said a comment for 5 seconds. That's not setting policy. That's revealing the angst of the American people.
Donald Trump has a history of saying inflammatory things. It's not just those 5 seconds, Congressman, and you know that. He has a history that goes back from the time when he first ran for office, and he's talked about telling people in his rallies to knock the crap out of him. He had a history, even when I was working here at CNN, he was telling people how CNN is the enemy of the people. And you know what? A guy named Caesar Sayak sent pipe bombs to this building, or not to the other building that CNN used to be in, and tried to kill people. Donald Trump says things that get people hurt. When he talked about liberating Michigan, what happened? Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan, they tried to kidnap her. There's a plot to try to kidnap her. Every time he says something that's just 5 seconds, inflammatory statements like that. What happened when we have January 6th? It's because Donald Trump opened his big mouth and wouldn't shut up. And I wish at some point, Congressman, you would at least have the courage to stand up to your dear leader and tell him when he's doing wrong.
Are we going to talk about? Are we going to talk now about the rhetoric?
Don't just apologize for him.
Are we going to talk about the rhetoric directed at Donald Trump? Because we do realize that he's been trying to kill.
Are you going to continue to try not to answer the question? So you're not going to answer what I just said?
Hang on 1 second. Let's talk about that. Let's actually talk about rhetoric, because here's what Trump supporters have been saying.
People hear this violent, dangerous rhetoric, and we're going to have a copycat. It's coming. And it's just unfortunate. Somebody's going to get killed.
I'd say that's pretty strong evidence that the left needs to tone down the rhetoric and needs to cut this crap out. Somebody's going to get hurt by it.
It works when we see the liberal elite literally trying to take out a political opponent. Now, do they cause it? Absolutely, they contribute to it. They're complicit with it because of their words.
So according to those gentlemen there, saying that Trump is a threat to democracy is violent rhetoric, but Trump saying, let's just have one really violent day, that is not violent rhetoric?
No, he didn't say one violent day. That's not even
Trump
what he said. But let's be honest about what he actually said.
Can we
play
play
it again.
Trump
again? Play it again, because he didn't even say that. But go ahead.
Can we play it again?
I want to hear it.
All these stores go out of business, right? They don't pay rent. The city doesn't have money. It's a chain of events that's so bad. One rough hour, and I mean real rough, the word will get out and it will end immediately. End immediately. You know?
How is that not violent rhetoric?
We have to acknowledge the reality going on in every city in America.
Not answering the question.
Crime is mass.
Not answering the question.
That is answering the question. Because the reality in America, hold on, Keith, the reality in America is that crime is massively up.
Crime is not massively
Yes,
up.
it
That's
is.
a lie.
You can bang the table all you want, but
You're
that's not
lying,
true,
Congressman.
Keith.
You're lying.
We already know that there are
the
cities.
FBI just released data.
That guy needs to calm down, all right? This Keith Boykin guy, all right? Crime is definitely up, all right? And you can thank Kamala Harris and Byron, all right, for this nonsense, all right? And this is what makes life more difficult, because now people still have to maneuver and go about their daily lives, and then now you have this increasing crime rate due to these whack policies. So I don't know what this guy is living in, this Keith Boykin guy is living in, but clearly he's not in reality. But then again, liberals hate common sense. They're like anti-common sense, so there's that.
Not answering the question.
That is
common sense ain't common.
answering the question,
How
because
is
the reality in America, hold on, Keith, the reality in America is that crime is massively up.
Crime is not massively
Yes,
up.
it
That's
is.
a lie.
You can bang the table all you want, but
You're
that's not
lying,
true,
Congressman.
man.
You're lying.
We
The
already
FBI
know that there are
the
cities-
FBI just
Let me get
released
into
data
it.
this week.
You
The crime
already-
is going down.
We already know that.
Oh my God! Why do you, Abby? Why do you let this man lie on your national
I'm not
television
lying.
like
I'm telling you the
this?
exact
This is not
truth.
right.
You may not
You're a
want.
liar,
You may not.
Congressman.
No, I'm
You're
not.
lying.
Because you're lying to the American
Keith,
people
if
now.
you would let me
and so I want to be
talk,
respectful of what you're trying to say.
Hang on a second.
Go
If
ahead.
you would just let me
Go ahead.
talk, I will explain exactly what you want me to explain. We have the data. The FBI literally put out data today showing that crime is down this year for the first 6 months of the year. But look at the trend line. Okay, crime is down in all these different categories, and then there is a trend line that shows that.
I'm not gonna lie, that Keith Boykin guy needs to loosen his panties up. That was ridiculous. All right, I just had to say that. I had to say it. It has to be said. That dude was like, I was like, whoa. Where are the men at? All right, that was disgusting. I mean, shout out to Byron Donalds, but this Keith Boykin guy, that was disgusting. I was appalled looking at that. Okay. Calling him a liar and banging on the table. What are we, 12? Like you're what are you, a 12-year-old that didn't get your way? Calm down, man. Seriously. Anyways, let's get back into the video.
Crime is going down. So why do you continue to say that?
I do think, though, in some
I'll let you get in, but I do want the congressman to answer that question.
If you look at crime rates in the United States since the pandemic to this current period in time, crime is up.
Okay,
over the
chart.
years, crime is up. Violent crime is up.
Look at the chart.
I'm looking right now.
Okay?
I'm looking right now.
Crime is on its way down. It has not returned to pre-pandemic levels yet, but it is trending down. That is a fact.
I'm looking at your chart right now. 2021 is when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris came into office. Look at that spike up in violent crime. Donald Trump.
Do you see where it went after 2021?
Abby, this is important. This is important. But
I don't understand.
This is really important.
Crime is going down. And
put the chart back up. Put the chart back up.
Put it back up. Crime.
Look at
where it's going.
2021, which is when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris came into office in 2021.
Okay.
The trend line is up for violent crime in the United States of America.
And you know what?
That is an empirical fact.
I'm not going to sit here and let
chart.
this
It's not even
man-
mine.
and
I
let
just
this
saw it
man
for the first
lie
time.
all night on
I just saw the
television.
chart.
I'm not going to sit here and let him lie on
But I want to.
No. Wait 1 second, because we have to. Hold on.
It's not silly when people.
We have to, Congressman,
and I'm sorry,
just give me
and I'm sorry,
1 second,
Abby.
please.
Go ahead. Of course.
We have to
Absolutely.
deal in facts here.
Thank you.
Okay, it's clear as day. The FBI put out statistics for the first half of this year.
Yeah.
The trend lines are going down in all of those different categories: murders, rapes, robberies, property crime, aggravated assaults. For 2023, the trend line is going down. If you don't believe the FBI, independent people who look at these numbers say the same thing. There was a spike in crime during the pandemic. That is true. Nobody's disputing that. But the reality is that crime is going down. You don't have to.
I just find that very hard to believe when I'm seeing more and more videos of these immigrants like terrorizing these Democratic cities. And not even just the Democratic cities, but just like flooding the border and stuff like that. And, then they're trying to, in California, they're trying to give these people guns. And I'm sitting here like, are you including the immigrant crime? Or are you just looking at like crime from like registered citizens of like America or whatever? That it's kind of how it strikes. That's how it strikes me. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I don't know if they're including immigrant crime because, maybe because the immigrants may not be like, they may not have like IDs yet, because, Kamala Harris is all with that no ID stuff. But I don't know what exactly, that chart is supposed to really resemble when things are significantly different with this whole immigrant stuff going on.
You don't have to twist the facts to make the case that people feel unsafe. Just say people feel unsafe.
I'm not even twisting the facts. You put up a chart. I just looked at the chart myself. The bottom line was from 2021. Well, what happened in 2021? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris came into office. This is when Democrat politicians were all the rage for defund the police.
This had nothing to do with that.
Can I finish my point, Keith? Because I let you speak. No, but you can't.
You really did not. You monopolized the
because
entire conversation for the most part.
Keith, you yelled across the table, didn't even let me make my point. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. You don't want to hear the truth. That's the problem.
The truth is up there on the
The problem is you don't want to hear the truth.
Man, oh my gosh. You sat up here and you lied. Like, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. We'll be serious. That's like this Keith Boykin guy. This guy right here. This is ridiculous. I mean, it must be his time of the month or something. I mean, I'm just gonna say that. I don't know why he's acting like this. I mean, dude, seriously. Like, who took your toy? Do you want your pacifier? Somebody get the baby bottle for the Keith Boykin, okay? All right. Can we get some milk for this guy? Some. All right. Somebody put the baba in his mouth. I mean, seriously, he's just acting a mess, and then Byron Donalds is trying to defend himself, and this is the same thing you see at these debates. Same thing they put Trump through, same thing they put J.D. Vance through, and then they're throwing charts out there and ignoring the complete spike in crime. Okay, and then you know, the Democrats are pushing for that whole defund the police thing, and then saying that crime is going down. It doesn't really make sense to me. I'm seeing the videos. I'm seeing people like literally, you know, cook animals, and I don't mean chicken, all right, and I don't mean steak. I don't mean pork. I'm seeing them cook certain animals that are normally pets, and then I see people being chased around with swords. I'm seeing people being robbed. I'm seeing, this is in New York, okay? This is in Florida. It's kind of all over the place. It's all over the place. So for the Dems to act like, you know, crime is just not happening, I'm like, I don't know if you guys are just on a different planet. I don't know where they live. I don't know. All right. And this whole gang up on Byron Donalds thing is ridiculous.
The problem is you don't want to hear the truth.
Let you finish your thought,
All I'm saying is similar.
I don't even know why you have him on the stage tonight.
Similar to inflation, because I'm bringing facts to you.
Because you're lying.
Because similar to inflation, in 2024, the trend lines are coming down slowly. But that ignores the reality of 2020.
We got to run that back.
Finish your thought,
All I'm saying,
conversation for the most part.
Keith, you yelled across the table, didn't even let me
Because
make
you
my
lied.
point. I'm not lying. I'm
Because
telling you the
you
truth. You
lied.
don't want to hear the truth.
right.
That's the problem.
Let me let you finish
The problem is you don't want to hear the
Let
truth.
me let you finish your thought,
All I'm saying is similar.
I don't even know why you have him on the stage tonight.
Similar to inflation, because I'm bringing facts to you.
Because you're lying.
Because similar to inflation, in 2024, the trend lines are coming down slowly. But that ignores the reality of 2021, 2022, 2023. You know what the American people are concerned about, which Donald Trump is speaking to? Massive inflation brought to us by Joe Biden and Kamala
Not
Harris.
true.
It is very
Not
true.
true.
Even Larry Summers said it. You can
Not
interrupt
true.
all you want, but it's the facts. I was in the House. You were not. I know exactly what happened.
I know what you were doing in the House,
But again, I'm going to move on. Hang
please let him
tight,
finish.
Keith. I'm going to finish.
Thank you.
You have massive inflation created by Joe Biden and Kamala
Not
Harris.
true.
The same chart you just put up, 2021.
This guy is saying not true, like we're not in turmoil. Like, seriously, what America are you living in? Like, it doesn't, it's literally an X search. It's an X search away, okay? It's literally a Google search away. Granted, I don't think Google will show you everything that you want to see, of course. But, like, we're seeing this stuff. I'm covering these videos. We're seeing this stuff. All right. I don't know what America they're living in, but it's not whatever America they're in. It's not on Earth. It's not on Earth. Okay. They're on some America, the United States in Pluto. Okay. They're somewhere on Venus, not on Earth. This guy is not in reality. And then on top of that, I'm thinking from a standpoint of you can ignore the reality, but you can't ignore the consequences of the reality. Okay. And we're in a point now where, you know, some people who are oblivious to the reality, you're still feeling the consequences of the reality. Like, you're still feeling inflation. Your groceries are still a car note. Okay. Your insurance rates are still high. Okay. Your APRs are still sky high. Okay. For all those who bought a new car, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. All that kind of stuff. People's mortgages went up, all this kind of stuff. And you're sitting here saying that inflation did not skyrocket under Kamala Harris and Biden. It most definitely did. Okay. This stuff is absolutely nuts. Okay. Everything is super expensive. We're funding these wars. We're giving money to immigrants. Okay. People are fighting for the reparations on the left, not realizing the reparations went to immigrants. Okay. On top of that, and I think the whole thing is ridiculous. The whole concept is ridiculous, especially with the high crime rate. I mean, just imagine. Oh, snap. Oh, wow. You got reparations? Oh, yeah, I just got my reparations. Oh, click, clack, bow. What happened to John? I don't know. Rest in heaven, John. Oh, what happened? Oh, I heard he got his reparations. and that would happen. Why? Because of the high crime rate. Okay, I'm just, and that's not even including the immigrants. That's just in the cities. Anyways, I digress. Let's get back to Byron Donalds. Prayers out to Byron Donalds, man. Like, comment, subscribe.
Through 2023, crime rates going up and then slowly tapering off in 2024. And then we're supposed to sit here and act like, oh, happy days are here again because the trend lines are going down. The trend lines over the last 4 years are massively up. That's what Donald Trump is speaking to. And that's why the American people have serious issues about what's going on in America.
But I will say this. The trend lines are not just going down, but the crime is going back.
She is somewhere in Candyland. She is not on Earth either, okay? I don't know, like, she's another one. This chick right here is somewhere on Mars. She is not on Earth. All right. She's like calmly trying to destroy everything that Byron Donalds is saying. It's like literally she's like, yes, we get what you're saying, but no, you're an idiot. No, just accept it. Just take the pill and accept the fact that you're an idiot, Byron Donalds. And Byron Donalds is over here hitting him. He's over here fighting them all with logic. Okay. I'm like, man, they hate common sense. They hate they hate common sense. They hate the reality, the reality that they've created. Okay, the Dems that they're the ones that have been in power for all this time. Okay, you had the Obama administration, his terms, and then you had the Biden administration, Biden and Kamala Harris, and now you guys want another Kamala. You want a Kamala Harris administration with Tim Walz and his weirdo self. All right, I don't want to see that. We seen what the Dems plan to do. Okay, we seen what their plan is. It's not some happy day, beautiful, happy America where you can all start families and retire peacefully and just eat off the fat of the land and just enjoy life. And the sky is blue and water is wet and the sun is bright. That is not the reality, and the grass is green. That is not the America that the Dems have in store for you, okay? I'm not saying Trump is going to fix everything either. I think Trump is going to take a little bit of time for him to undo the damage that the Dems have done, okay? And that's just me thinking from it, actually thinking about it, okay? Rome wasn't built overnight, and nothing happens overnight instantly. So that's kind of where my mind is at with that. So it's going to take a little bit of time to reduce the amount of damage that's been done, especially with this immigrant crisis, okay, and this inflation. But yeah, the America that the Dems want is literally like, hey, let's just take America and put it in hell. What's wrong with buildings on fire, guys? I mean, what's not wrong with the building being on fire? That's kind of where my head is at. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I think these people are absolutely interesting. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. I'm doing my best to remain respectful out here. Okay, but yeah, no, you gotta show you gotta be respectful. All right, even when people have lost it, you kind of gotta. Yeah, no, you got to recognize these people need prayer. I'm going to just pray for these people. They do not have it all together. And they hate common sense. And I'm going to just tell you that, you know, we definitely need common sense back in order. Like back in authority. Because this whole, you know, imaginary, you know, things will get better if we just hope for things to be better way of doing things is not going to work, okay? Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Hope is not a strategy. All right. We need to like put together a plan on how to like actually make life better again. All right. How can we make America rich again? That's kind of the ways I'm thinking. All right. It's just what it is. But you guys let me know what you guys think down below. Okay. I think Byron Donalds did a very well job and handled this thing very, very, very well. I think he did an outstanding job personally. And I think that this was another attack and assault on his intellect, his masculinity, and the facts. This is an assault on Trump and the facts. And, you know, it's just a Democratic attack. That's all it is. Another Democratic convoy assassination attempt on intellect and integrity and all that kind of, and facts and all that other kind of stuff. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, share these videos. Shout out to the King Squad, the King Squad family, King Squad Elites. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Comment down below what you guys thought. I was enjoying seeing what you guys have to say in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one.